We also want to thank the City of Santa Paula for helping to pull this together, but I think we deserve, or that John, Zahid, Connie all deserve a round of applause for pulling this off tonight. So thank you to the Chamber. I'd like to mention also that this broadcast is going to be recorded and it's being broadcast live by KADY TV, but if you know someone who wants to watch it later, they can always visit www.kadytv.com. And we're also thankful for Time Warner for being here to broadcast it as well. I'm David Marin, a member of the League of Women Voters, and it's really a pleasure to always be back in Santa Paula. We have 3 forums scheduled for you tonight. The first one will be hearing statements from these candidates for the potential new school board if Measure M passes. After that, we have the candidates for the Santa Paula City Council with us, and we'll be taking questions from the audience during that forum. If you would like, we are passing out 3x5 white cards. You can just raise your hand, and one of our volunteers will bring a card to you and just fill out the question, write it in there, and we'll try to get as many of those answered as we can. If you want to do more questions, feel free to raise your hand, and we'll bring you another card, and we'll do our best. After the City Council, we'll have pros and cons on the ballot unification Measure M here in Santa Paula. You'll be hearing from representatives of both sides. At this time, we're going to begin with our candidates. We randomly drew numbers earlier to assign the order, and we're going to hear from each candidate for 3 minutes explaining why they are running. And for candidates, our timer is up there in the front. The timer will give you a warning when you have 30 seconds remaining.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'm being fired already, apparently. Sorry. Job's over. No. We have a wonderful treat, and it's such a special treat that I'm not used to doing this, but we do have these Girl Scouts here to present the flag tonight, a real honor for us. And with that, I'll let them take it away. Please stand.
Tribute to the American flag. I am Old Glory. For more than the 90 years, I have been the banner of hope and freedom for generation after generation of Americans. Born amid the first flames of America's fight for freedom, I am the symbol of a country that has grown from a little group of 13 colonies to a United Nations of 50 states. Planted firmly on the high pinnacle of American faith, my gently fluttering folds have proved an inspiration to untold millions. Men have followed me into battle with unwavering courage. They have looked upon me as a symbol of national unity. They have prayed that they and their fellow citizens might continue to enjoy the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness which have been granted to every American as the heritage of free men. So as long as men love liberty more than life itself, so long as treasure the priceless privileges bought with the blood of our forefathers, so long as the principles of truth, justice, and charity for all men remain deeply rooted in human hearts, I shall continue to be the enduring banner of the United States of America. Color guard dismissed.
Thank you, girls, for doing that. That was wonderful. So candidates, we're going to begin. You have 3 minutes. The timer is there. He'll give you a warning when you have 30 seconds remaining, 3 minutes total. We're going to begin with the first candidate, Mr. Chris Wilson.
Good evening. Hello. I'm Chris Wilson. I was born and raised here in Santa Paula. I've been married to Yvonne Flores for 25 years. We are the products of the Santa Paula school system, and we're proud of it. My grandmother worked in the county schools office and instilled in me a sense of responsibility for the school system and its part in society. My wife and I both graduated from Santa Paula High School in 1977. I went on to UCSB and got my degree in botany. And I have a daughter. We have a daughter who's now in her second year at UC Berkeley. She also graduated from the high school. My son is a sophomore at the high school and part of the Agricultural Academy, one of the academies at the high school, along with the Human Services Academy. I've served as a member of the high school board for the last 4 years and have very much enjoyed it. It's a little trying at times with the precarious state budget, and we've rolled with the punches, and the school district has been performing admirably. I'm convinced that unification will improve education in Santa Paula. I've heard from members of school boards from districts that have recently unified that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build a new school district, and I think that it's an opportunity not to be missed. We currently have 2 district offices 6 blocks apart. They're doing very similar work. We could, through time, save money by having a single office, and we would also improve communication between, instead of having separate entities and missing opportunities to work together, we would be all together. I support unification. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you very much. I'd like to also make a request to the audience. We'll hold the applause till they're all done, please. But if anybody has a cell phone on, if you could please put that on silent or vibrate, appreciate that. One other thing to point out is there are 6 candidates up here. You'll be voting for 5 in this election because it's a new school board. So 5 choices to make tonight. Our next candidate is Kelsey Stewart.
Good evening. My name is Kelsey Stewart. I'm a community volunteer and mother of 2 in the Santa Paula School District. I would like to thank the League of Women Voters for giving us the opportunity to join in this forum tonight. I realize that unification may be difficult at first with all the new policies and procedures such a merger can bring. It will take time for our schools and new Santa Paula Unified School District Board, and I believe it will better prepare our students for transitions from elementary to middle to high school and eventually higher education. I would like to share a couple of the ideas that I would like to bring to the new Unified Board should it come to be. I spend many hours in our schools with teachers as well as administrators, and I'm convinced that with proper communication, our district can be improved. I know that our children are Santa Paula's future and believe that every student in our district has the right to receive the best education that we as a community can offer them. I would like to look into solar energy for our schools, as it has been successful in other districts in Ventura County, sometimes reversing the bills and actually bringing income back into those sites. I believe that our parents have a lot of power and influence over our students, and I would like to see programs in place to improve their involvement in our district. I have heard it takes a village to raise a child, and I believe it takes a community to better a school district. I'm a huge proponent of communication, and I know that parents need to understand what is happening in our schools in order to help their kids with their education. Keeping parents involved helps students be involved. If Santa Paula has parents to help in classrooms, in the libraries, and special school events, then all of our students will benefit and flourish in their studies. Our students, teachers, and parents need to be heard, and I will advocate for making Santa Paula Unified School District one of the best school districts in Ventura County. I would appreciate your consideration, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Our next candidate is Christina Urias.
Good evening. I'd like to thank the organizers for inviting us here tonight.
Can you bring that a little closer, Christina?
My name is Christina Tina Urias, and I've lived in Santa Paula since 1971. I'm a graduate of Santa Paula Union High School, as is my husband and my son. I'm also a graduate of California State University at Northridge. I have been a Santa Paula Union High School board member for 10 years. During that 10 years, I've served as board president 2 times. I'm currently serving as secretary of the Ventura County School Board Association, and I'm a delegate of the California School Board Association. I believe in Measure M for the unification of the Santa Paula Elementary School District and the Santa Paula Union High School District for the following reasons. There will be one schedule for our families to coordinate. Their kids, whether they're in elementary school, middle school, or high school, will all be on the same vacation schedule. All the classes will start on the same date, and all the classes will end on the same date. Another reason is that articulation from grade to grade will be enhanced. By that, I mean communication about the students will be easier to do and ongoing because all the teachers will be under one district. When a student goes from middle school to high school, he or she will be more than just a file filled with information. And that is because of the consistent communication that will have taken place among the teachers about that student. And I agree with unification because the schools will be saving dollars. There will only be one superintendent and one chief business officer. I'm honored to be endorsed by the Plumbers and Steamfitters 484, from IBEW 952, which is the electrical workers, and the Southwest Regional Council of Carpenters. I'm also supported by the Ventura County Women's Political Council, which is made up of both Democratic and Republican women in Ventura County. I enjoy the endorsements of fellow board members Doug Jackson and Board President Terry Nelson, and Santa Paula Elementary School Board member Tony Perez, and elementary school teacher Coco Aguirre. I will work with the rest of the board to make sure every employee in both districts is treated fairly and sensitively during and after unification if it should pass. I pledge to work on behalf of your kids and your grandkids to ensure they have this opportunity to acquire skills that will enable them to go on to college and or a career. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next candidate is Diana Ponce Gomez.
Thank you. Good evening. I want to start by thanking the League of Women Voters, the City of Santa Paula, and the Santa Paula Chamber of Commerce for organizing tonight's event, inviting all of the candidates to speak, and for the public for taking your time to hear the candidates speak tonight. I was born and raised in Santa Paula and attended public schools in Santa Paula. I attended Glen City, Blanchard, Isbell, and Santa Paula High. After graduating from Santa Paula High in 1988, I obtained a BA and a law degree from UCLA. I have been married to my high school sweetheart, Ed, for 20 years. We returned to Santa Paula 14 years ago to raise a family. We have 3 children, Carlos, Gabriela, and Marcos. Carlos is a 7th grader at Isbell Middle School. Gabriela is a 5th grader at McKevitt, and Marcos is a 3rd grader at McKevitt. My husband, Ed, teaches at Santa Paula High School. I work for a law firm in Thousand Oaks where I practice civil litigation and commercial real estate secured transactions. One motivation for me returning to Santa Paula to raise a family was to give something back to the community I am so proud to be a part of and that has given me so much. Education has always been my passion, which isn't all that surprising considering the fact that both of my parents were teachers in the public school system here in Santa Paula. To that end, I have been involved in the schools here in Santa Paula in both the Santa Paula Elementary School District and the Santa Paula Union High School District for years. I've proudly served on the school board for the Santa Paula Union High School District for the past 4 years, where I was president last year, and have been extremely active in my children's elementary school in the elementary school district for the past 7 years. I am running for the Unified Board because I care deeply about the education that our students receive. I want our students to continue to attend safe schools, be challenged academically, and have a wide range of courses, electives, and activities to choose from. I value art and music programs in our schools and believe that technology in the classroom is essential. I want the Unified Board's budgetary decisions to reflect this. The Unified Board will have a significant yet challenging task in building a new school district for this community, and I want to be a part of that process. The Unified Board will be tasked with developing a master facilities plan, educational programs, developing a budget, and so forth. I believe I have a lot to offer in making that a success. I have a vested interest in the success of the Unified School District because my children attend the proposed district and will continue to do so for the next decade. Not only have I studied unification for the past 4 years, but because of my involvement in both districts, I have an understanding of each district's needs and issues. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And our next candidate is Michelle Colbeck.
I am running for the Unified.
Michelle, yes. If
Thank
pull
you.
your, press the red button so it's up.
Okay. I am running for the Unified School Board because I have 14 years of experience of serving the people of Santa Paula. I have dedicated myself to meeting their expectations. For example, I have only missed 3 board meetings in all these years. I listen to the concerns of teachers and staff, and because parents are especially concerned with their children's education, I make a special effort to always listen to their concerns. As a representative for the community, I make myself available to them. I keep aware of what's happening by regularly attending back-to-school nights and school events, and I have made many school site visits. This dedication is why I have been elected to serve the needs of the Santa Paula Elementary District. Budget restraints have made me have to make hard decisions. Despite these restraints, I have made it a priority to help maintain small class sizes. As a result, 4 of the 6 elementary schools are over the 800 mark in test scores. I have had to deal with difficult problems that cannot be divulged publicly, such as personnel matters, workman compensation cases, and serious legal issues. These must be dealt with in closed session. My history in dealing with these matters has prepared me to bring a valuable asset to a unified board. To make unification work, the unified board must have members who have long history dealing with the challenges and needs of both districts. In addition to being a board member, I have a long personal experience with Santa Paula Public Schools. All of my 9 children attended them, beginning with my oldest son who started kindergarten in 1985. In that time, I've been active in every aspect of their education as a classroom volunteer, parent groups, booster clubs, school site councils. I have also driven hundreds of miles for field trips, band contests, and athletic events. In the community, I have volunteered in youth sports and youth ministry. I will bring to the Unified Board a wide range of ideas and experience from my personal involvement in the public school, elementary, middle, and high schools. I will bring the perspectives of a parent of public school children. A Unified Board will need board members with a wide range of experience. I can bring this experience from the elementary board along with my 30 years of being a parent. I pledge to continue to work hard for the education of our children, and they deserve no less. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next candidate is Tim Hicks.
Thank you. I am running for the Santa Paula Unified School Board to bring a voice from the elementary school district. We have to blend the best from both districts to develop an efficient school system that produces quality education for our community. The new unified district will have the opportunity to create a new educational program in our community. This is like starting a new company. I have over 40 years of management experience. I've implemented several successful startups and reorganizations. I know it involves hard work and the knowledge of how to plan and build that works for everyone involved. Our new unified educational system will allow our students from kindergarten through 12th grade. It is imperative that we work with teachers, parents, administrators, community members to make sure that we have a program that works for our students and Santa Paula. It is my priority that the budgets for the new school district is properly managed to keep the majority of the money and resources in the classroom with our students. My goal is to maintain small class sizes and keep programs that engage our students in learning. Most importantly, balancing funds between all our students at all grade levels. I know transitions are hard, and there are going to be challenges, but it'll be worth it when we have an educational system that works for our children of our community. It will require everyone from the new school board, administrators, teachers, principals, student parents, and community members all working together for the unified system. The benefit is an opportunity to build a school system that works for our community. Santa Paula has been my community for over the last 33 years. As a member of the Knights of Columbus, the Santa Paula Optimist Club, and Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. I know it's important to be I know the importance to involve our schools. I have first-hand knowledge of how these programs work. I also have a BS degree from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in soil science and an MS from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in general ag, and I spent 3 years in the Peace Corps. Also, I'm on the Community Oversight Committee for the bond issue up at the high school, and as part of the Optimist Club, we have been able to involve the high school and help them with fundraising activities, and we've allowed them to earn over $10,000 over the last couple of years in the programs the Optimist Club have been active in. Thank you very much.
Thank you. How about a round of applause for these 6 candidates? We're going to take a very short break, let these candidates step down, and we'll ask the City Council candidates to come up. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Whoever's the fastest, I'll pick these up.